I will quote verbatim just two personal and eyewitness accounts so you have a clear idea of the horrible nature, the scale, and the extent of the Mopla genocide of Hindus. The second is it's very difficult to read that, but anyway. As a gut-wrenching appeal written by the Maharani of Nilambur and signed by hundreds of Hindu women. It was addressed to Lady Reading, the wife of Viceroy Lord Reading. And I'll just read out a couple of paragraphs. And if you want the full text, you can visit Dharma Dispatch. I'll publish it in a couple of days. The contents of this letter will melt even a real stone, and I want you to close your eyes and visualize the savage scene. Here it is. The present Mopla rebellion is unexampled in its magnitude as well as unprecedented in its ferocity. The horrors and atrocities perpetrated by the fiendish Moplas of the many wells and tanks and lakes filled up with the mutilated but often only half dead bodies of our nearest and dearest ones who refused to abandon the faith of our ancestors. Of pregnant women cut to pieces and left on the roadside and in the jungles with unborn babes protruding from the mangled corpse. Of innocent and helpless children torn from our arms and done to death before our own eyes, and of our husbands and fathers tortured, flayed, and burnt alive. Of our hapless sisters forcibly carried away from the midst of their kith and kin and subjected to every shame and outrage which the vile and brutal imagination of these inhuman hellhounds could conceive of. Of thousands of our homes reduced to cinder mounds out of sheer savagery and a wanton spirit of destruction. Of our places of worship desecrated and destroyed, and of the images, that is Murti, and of the images of the deity shamefully insulted by putting the intestines of slaughtered cows where flower garlands once used to lie, or else smashed to pieces, of the wholesale looting of hard-earned wealth of generations, reducing many who were formerly rich and prosperous to publicly beg for a piece or two on the streets of Calicut to buy salt or chili or betel leaf. These are not fables. The wells are full of rotting skeletons, the ruins which once were our homes, the heaps of stones which were once our places of worship, all these are all still there to attest to this truth. The cries of our murdered children in their death agonies are still ringing in our ears and will continue to haunt our memory till death brings us peace. We remember how we were driven out of our native hamlets. We wandered starving and naked in the jungles and forests. We remembered how we choked and stifled our babies' cries, lest the sound should betray our hiding places to our relentless pursuers. We still vividly realize the moral and spiritual agony that thousands of us passed through when we were forcibly converted into the faith professed by these bloodthirsty miscreants. Our most unhappy sisters, who were born and brought up in respectable families, have now been forcibly converted and married to convicts. There's some 50 pages of this. This is a Mopla genocide of Malabar Hindus, and it is whitewashed as the Mopla rebellion and taught to our children for at least 3-4 generations.